Let me kick things off by describing Bitcoin using some straightforward adjectives that really get to the heart of what it is. We'll ease into the basics here and gradually dive deeper into the technical side as we go. Here's why this matters. When someone first approaches Bitcoin and genuinely wants to own and hold Bitcoin, they need to understand a few key mechanisms. You'll become the guardian of your own personal bank, not just another customer in some system or traditional bank. We'll call this section dedicated to understanding Bitcoin, Bitcoin Basics. You'll see this frame in every video in the Bitcoin Basics series. So let's start getting to know Bitcoin through these core adjectives. Bitcoin is digital, and it's natively digital. A currency that's purely digital by design has never existed before, and it never will take physical form. Ironically, though, the images we often see representing Bitcoin are these shiny gold tokens with a big B. Bitcoin is natively digital. It lives only in computers on the internet. Just like so many currencies such as the euro and dollar, which do have physical bills and coins, but mostly exist as digital numbers in the accounting systems of central banks and commercial banks. Bitcoin is digital from the ground up, exclusively digital. Bitcoin is a currency, but also a network. Normally, Bitcoin with a capital B means the network, all the computers and the whole system working together. Bitcoin with a lowercase b, and it never pluralizes even when referring to multiple units, is the actual currency. Bitcoin is decentralized. That's the standard term, though as we'll see, distributed fits even better. Either way, decentralized or distributed means no single point of failure, no one person or legal or physical entity that can control it. Bitcoin runs on collaboration among countless diverse groups. Only together do they keep it going. It's called decentralized because there's no central target to hit or control. Even better to call it distributed, since it's spread across hundreds of thousands of computers and nodes that work together to keep everything running and block any one actor from attacking, stopping, or restricting Bitcoin. Bitcoin is transparent. Here's what I mean. The record of all its activities is fully public. Everything from the past and everything in the future, accessible to anyone at any time. You can't see the names of people behind transactions. We'll cover that later. But every Bitcoin transaction in history is right there in black and white, open for anyone to check and verify. It's total transparency the banking system could never match. Bitcoin's transparency goes hand in hand with pseudo-anonymity, though. In the transaction data and that public historical ledger, you won't find full names, just pseudonyms or addresses representing each user. Bottom line, pure Bitcoin use lets you see that an entity moved Bitcoin without revealing who it was. Bitcoin is open. Anyone can access it, and anyone can contribute to its growth, development, and operation. As I mentioned up front, it was essentially gifted to humanity by its creators, who then stepped back. You can help grow and maintain Bitcoin, earning personal benefits while making the system smoother, more efficient, and more effective overall. Bitcoin is free. Any person can join the network, set up an account, spend Bitcoin freely, and contribute to its operation, development, and growth. It's free because those creators handed it over without limits. No way for them to restrict it or become a vulnerability. No barriers or access controls. Bitcoin is technically secure. Developers and computer experts consider it probably the most secure system ever built. It's secure thanks to cryptography and math at its core, and because it's distributed, no single technical weak spot to attack and shut it down. Banks are different. Hit their servers or computers, and you could disrupt their ledgers even temporarily. Bitcoin is global. No geographical borders to it. Anyone anywhere can use it to send funds across the world in seconds. And who knows, it might even work between planets someday. Bitcoin is solid. It feels almost magical how all these elements came together. Over the years, from every angle, They've built a system that's incredibly hard to restrict or attack. And paradoxically, it's super resilient. The more it's attacked, the stronger it grows and solidifies. That's down to thousands of people collaborating worldwide, but mostly that deep why driving them. And in a way, driving the whole Bitcoin system. Bitcoin is scarce, or better yet, finite. Human history will never see more than 21 million Bitcoins, each divisible into 100 million fractions. The Bitcoin system, network, and protocol that powers the currency simply won't allow more than 21 million units to be created. Bitcoin is immutable. More precisely, its transactions are, once confirmed, no canceling or changing them. That's built into the Bitcoin protocol itself. The broader system, the network, software, app bringing Bitcoin to life, can evolve, but only extremely slowly and only with participation and approval from more than half the people, entities, and computers in the network. So Bitcoin updates and grows with great caution, slowness, and care. Bitcoin is uncensorable. What that means is Bitcoin transactions can't be blocked or limited by any third party. Only you, if you hold Bitcoin, can broadcast that transaction to the network, transferring some to another party. No one can stop you, no matter the amount or recipient. Bitcoin is programmable. There's a way for only you to dictate how a transaction or your Bitcoin, a banknote or coin in quotes, gets spent right away or later based on rules you set. This enables advanced control over Bitcoin moving through time, like automating transfers or wallet inheritance. Bitcoin is neutral. It's pure mathematics, an application, code no one controls. Apolitical and value neutral in a way. No morality baked in. A neutral tool anyone can study, dig into, understand, and contribute to if they want, with approval from at least more than half the network participants. Bitcoin is trustless. No trust needed. You don't have to trust anything or anyone except the cryptography and math. No entity can limit your Gitcoin activity, and no one requires your faith to use it, embrace it, or live by it. Bitcoin is indisputably revolutionary. Technologically, it blends elements that existed separately into a one-of-a-kind whole. Economically, nothing like it in human history. Financially, unlike euro, dollar, fiat based on debt, Bitcoin is binary. You have it or you don't. Socially revolutionary, letting groups and communities overhaul how they live, earn, and work. Politically, no more games, everything transparent. Protocol-driven, no extras, no control, no power, no blind trust. Spiritually revolutionary, too. Bitcoin has an ethos, a reason to exist, defended by everyone who shaped its birth and growth. Through that strong why and values that inspired it, Bitcoin will keep fueling human evolution in its own way. Bitcoin is complex, a system full of actors built on core pillars, but surprisingly simple to use day to day. If things feel a bit fuzzy by now, that's normal. Bitcoin's a new paradigm, not a minor tweak on the old world, but a radically fresh vision that takes time to fully grasp. That's its strength, too. Invest effort studying it, and you'll unlock its core importance and revolutionary nature. Build the knowledge and awareness to own and use Bitcoin. Bitcoin isn't just technology. It's a complete paradigm shift for money and financial freedom. If these traits sparked your curiosity, you're just getting started. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and join me on this journey through the Bitcoin Basics series. Study it, dive deeper, make these concepts your own. You'll become the guardian of your financial future. Disclaimer and transparency. The script is original and handwritten by me. The digital avatar is my personal creation. My content is not financial advice nor investment solicitation. Study and always do your own research before investing.